Hi, Daniel here from Learning on Demand English, and today's video is all about unusual word origins. And today's word is mortgage. Mortgage is very unusual for a number of reasons. First of all, because it has a silent T. So even though there is a T, M-O-R-T-G-A-G-E, it's pronounced mortgage as though the T were not there. That's very unusual for the T to be silent after an R. That's very unusual. Think of the words quarter. Think of words like those that, have that R and then the T, courtesan, your part. They all have the T pronounced and voiced, and mortgage is an exception to that rule. To understand why, we have to almost go back in time and understand the origin of the word. The origin of the word comes from Old Norman English, derivative of French, what is now modern-day French. And the idea of the word is in two parts. That's called a compound word. These exist all over the English language. Think of words like basketball and skateboard. And so what you see is that two parts, and the first part is mort and the second part is gauge. To explain the first part, mort, M-O-R-T, it might sound quite familiar if you know what a mortuary is, or a mortician, or even if you feel mortified. M-O-R-T is a basic Latin derivation of dead. And so half of the word means dead. The other half of the word, gauge. In order to understand this, you need to know a little bit about one of the other videos which I made about the curious relationships between letters G and W. Gauge could be a derivation, and certainly it has been posited that it could be similar to the word wage or wager, wager being a synonym of bet. So, in a sense, a mortgage is a death bet. And that is exactly what it is. It's a bet from the person who owns a property that the property contract will outlive the person they're giving it to. And so in the past, in medieval times, that might have been a reasonable assumption. Life expectancies were lower, disease was rampant, things like cholera, the bubonic plague, the Black Death. Lots of reasons why an individual may not be able to fulfill their contract. In this case, the house or the property returned to the owner, the original owner, got it back. They had made a bet that the contract would outlive the individual, and if they won, they got the house back. The death bet was in their favor. However, as health and sanitation have gradually improved in our society and life expectancies have gone up, the idea of a mortgage has changed, and now it's more or less understood that most people are expected to outlive their mortgage, in which case they then own the freehold, the contract to that land. They basically win the death bet, and they can pass that on to their children and future generations. So that is today's word, mortgage. If you have any other questions or any other suggestions for unusual word origins, any words you want to know about, get in touch below. The contact details are there. I'm Daniel from Learning on Demand English, and I will see you in the next one.